Howdy, y'all. So the plan today is to get this cover off of the D4. And as you may recall, last time I tried to do anything out here, it was freezing cold. It's a lot warmer today. Should get up into the 50s, hopefully. And I did manage to find another hoist. This one's a 2-ton. And yes, I know it's not the best of quality brands, but better than our old 1-ton of not the best of quality brands that doesn't work anymore. Although I have to give credit where credit is due. That thing has picked up a lot of engines and parts, and even a couple of bodies off of Ford Broncos, actually 2 or 3 of them. So, you know, it's done its duty, and it's done its duty well. So with this one, I actually got a spreader bar with it. It was a one-time use, been sitting in the guy's garage. So hopefully it should work out great for this project. And in the previous video, I did get all the bolts loose. These were super sticky, and they were very hard to get off of here. Especially these ones back here in these crevices. They were very stuck. Those took a cheater pipe and a lot of effort. I got everything backed off in the middle, so we'll get this off today and see what kind of damage we got inside there. And Big Stripes is inspecting right now. What's it look like in there, kitty? I think one of our first orders of business today is to get those blocks out from under the tracks. We've been tripping over those for the past month, and so the plan is to jack this up under the drawbar and pull those out and either cut them off or get some shorter ones to stick up underneath of there. That'll give us a little bit more room. I might even raise this thing up a little more. So while we were over here, I did want to point out just how worn this drawbar is. In fact, there should be some shims underneath of here to keep it from wearing this thin, but obviously you can see it's worn so thin that it's actually broken the drawbar. I'm not opposed to welding a new drawbar or building this up. I can do all that. That's not as difficult. But I thought it was interesting. This definitely was a drawbar tractor. It was definitely not used like for a dozer. And you can tell by the wear on these pedals as well. They're virtually untouched for a machine, especially of this age. You can tell it got set in a straight line, and that's the way it went. But most of your wear is back here on the drawbar, right, buddy? By comparison, this one's pretty egged out as well, but this one has the shim in here to prevent it from wearing. So that's what it should look like. So with as much as we've taken off of this machine, little floor jack under here, and gonna lift this up and get rid of this toe catcher. Good? Yeah. Yeah, that ain't going anywhere. Alright, now we can get our hoist legs underneath there.
Right, and I'll sweep this up.
Right, so the engine hoist wasn't going to work anyway, so we're going to put the spreader bar on the skid steer here, put a couple of these on here, use these holes in here, probably this meteor one over here, and pick this top cover off the transmission. Okay. Go ahead. Am I square? Yeah. Thinking pretty even. Something's holding me back here. Hold it, hold it. I didn't quite get this one backed out enough. They should slip.
What do you need to do? Put a wrench on them?
No. Yeah, kind of. I can't back this one off. They're so stuck they won't move.
Squirt some more of your Blasto on it now. You said the other side's worse?
No, this side's worse.
Oh.
But it's looser. I got that one to move. This one I can't get to move.
Well, it is now, isn't it?
No, that's just the jam nut. But it should break that loose turning that too, so.
Tap on it more with your little brass hammer. Rap on it pretty good. It knocks that rust loose.
Trying to work it back and forth. Wonder what Cat would do if you called him up and asked him to send out a service tech.
Well, I think they got better, more productive machines to get in working order than this.
Yeah, but I wonder if they, it pays. The tech would probably not know what to do with it. He'd be working off the same manuals we are.
It would cost you $200,000 in
labor.
$95 an hour. Try this one once more.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Past this side.
Good?
Yeah, we're good.
Sure?
Yep. Feel like it's going hard? Something holding you?
No. Okay?
Yeah, let me look.
Look under there, be sure nothing's connected.
I don't see anything that should be holding us. Come up here so I can handle it. We're past the brakes. That'd be good. There we go, hold it. All right. It's gonna spin.
It's okay. It's balanced pretty well.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I'm going to back up.
Okay.
Where are we going to go with it?
We can't. No, we can set it flat on the ground. We'll set it down, I'll flip it up that way.
Can you flip it?
Probably. Set that tail down. I think a couple of us can.
All right, let's just watch. Put a block under there just for.
Yeah, go ahead. We got it off of there. And this is what was holding us up. This thing is super, super, super rusted. You know, surprisingly, those pads don't look like they have a lot of wear on them. At least this side. That side over there, they got a little bit more.
I don't know. They both look pretty good.
But look at that. That is a lot of rust. And I see a lot of moisture down there in the bottom. And some oil. And let's look in the gearbox. I don't really see anything broken on these. I don't see any broken teeth. There is oil in there.
That's good.
How about over there, Dad? You see anything?
No, not that's obvious. Not
Boy, this
that's
thing's
obvious.
super rusted. This one was loose.
You know, that rust is just on top here.
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, look at this. It's.
I think it actually looked worse than it actually is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all right.
I think 80% of this is going to be just cleaning stuff and putting it back together.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see any broken teeth. It really does surprise me that there's still oil in there.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong in that transmission
It
part.
doesn't look like it.
No.
None of the gears in the bottom look like they're broke. They're all in oil. There's a little bit of surface rust on them, but not terrible. I don't think it moved. I think that once this ring gear broke, I think it just sat.
That's the clutch disc. This clutch disc?
Yeah, but the ring gear on it is broke off. See how wobbly.
Yeah, it's
It's
mess
done.
in there.
And I think once that happened, it was done. I think maybe we'll start taking this apart and cleaning it. And we probably weren't thinking and should have took the pony motor off of the engine before we pulled the engine out. So that's another one on our agenda, to get it out. And it had nice clean oil in it when we got it. I just absolutely love this belt pulley. It's a shame that when somebody was pushing it around or loading it up that they ruined it here. But like I said before, if we get this thing done, I really do want to get that redone. I have some old belts. It'd be kind of fun. Going to have to watch some more of Pacific Northwest Hillbillies videos and Squatch videos, the actual real YouTubers. I just kind of got into this by accident. I was already doing the videos of the grief and child loss, and we have a Cat 22, which I'll bring out for another video at some point. And my grandfather and I always went around to farm auctions looking for some of these, and they were either just not there or they were a little bit out of price, so we never got one. And then when my wife saw this one in a Facebook marketplace ad, and it was local, only a few miles away, of course I went nuts and had to have it. So here we are, and then obviously I got bit by the bug, because that's over there too. But we're cat people. We were in excavating for how many years? Almost 49 years.
Yep.
And my grandfather a lot longer than that. He started in the early 50s. So 3-4 generations in the excavating business. So it's relevant to us, and we just love it. Dad's already going to work cleaning. He says he hates cleaning things, but he always is doing it.
I like it when it's clean.
Trying to wire brush this, and that's the one I was fighting getting backed off. The jam nut's loose, but we can't get the main adjustment loose out of the middle. Gotten the old tools, and this is a vintage Husky brand 9/16, one of those square sockets that people think you'll never need again. And that's what it is, but I kind of rounded that off.
You know what? I'll take a file. I'll fix it. Let me get a file quick.
Yep, that's it. Hey, you're getting it. We got the socket on there. Dad kind of squared it up a little bit with a file because I had rounded it off a little bit. But
Let me
now we got
over
it
here.
moving.
And I can work it back and forth.
Here, I'll do the hard job here. I'll spray a little Blasto in there. Ready?
Pull it into us. Try it.
Oof. I gotta go that way. I know, but it's...
Go back and forth.
Let's spray some of that stuff in there. I'll work it back and forth.
No, I need it over here.
We'd have never got this thing. You know what? We're gonna have to... Let me spin it out and I'll wire brush.
It's got to go out that way.
Let me wire brush that, though. That jam nut's still on there?
It's almost off.
There, it's off. Should unscrew. You gotta get the jam nut off.
I don't think... Is it turning? Oh, yeah.
Unscrew now.
By hand.
And I can take it over on the vise. Now, I wonder if these are directional. I wonder if...
No, I don't think so.
So it may actually do us some good to flip it the other way and let it wear on the other side now.
That's not what's wore. Maybe this ball a little bit.
Actually, I can take it over on the grinder wheel.
I'll
Wire
clean
brush.
it up. See, we got...
That actually cleaned up fairly well considering how rusty it was. when
Well,
we
as
took
long
it
as we
apart.
didn't... Of course, there's a lot of threads. Where's the jam nut?
I got it on there.
Oh, there's a lot of threads on the jam nut, so...
Well, let me spin this other side out.
Yeah. That's good. I think it'll turn by hand. Yeah, easy.
Fortunately.
This side ain't as rusty for some reason.
Might have been the way it was set and the angle it was set in.
There we go. Where's your jam nut?
Right there.
I can clean all this stuff up.
We got the top cover off of the transmission. And Dad and I didn't see anything that raised any big red flags. So, a lot of cleaning up to do. Those bearings are definitely going to need to be replaced. They're pretty rusty. and you just seen with great difficulty actually got those adjusters out of there, which would have been next to impossible to do with the top cover on this thing. And the brakes are they're free. They always were. And like I said, they were working. This one's super loose. Definitely needs some adjusting. But at least that one over there. And even that one, really, it looks like there's enough pad on them. For what we're going to do, Dad and I were just talking about how on these ag tractors, a farmer had their favorite direction to turn, and we're guessing by the amount of wear on this left side that their favorite direction to turn was left. Well, this is when you know you live in a desert. Don't. Stay out. Yep. Pretty sure we live in a desert. So here's where we got with the D4 project today. We got the top cover off. We've done a little looking around in there. I think we're going to go ahead and pull out the clutches, and we might as well replace them if we went this far. So that's where we're ending up for today. Dad's over on the piano practicing, and it actually sounds good on that old turn-of-the-century player piano. It's a little out of tune, but I love the rinky-dink sound. I do want to thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.